Well, hi, this is Doug and my Mavic Air 2. Today I was trying to test out the precision landing of the Mavic Air 2, and there's been a few videos out on the subject that have been good, but none of them were quite conclusive in my opinion. I couldn't see where it really showed that it worked or didn't work, or sometimes it worked or whatever. So today I'm trying to test. I've done 3 landings using a takeoff height of the hover height. So the craft would go up to it's about 6 feet or so, and then I would fly away and come back and do the precision landing. And then I did 4 using a height of about 25 feet. Sometimes it's 28, sometimes it was 24. But basically, I would take the craft off, go up to 24, 25 feet, let it sit there for a few seconds, and then take off. And I think you'll find the results very interesting.
Well, here's the first takeoff, the first of 3 that I did using the standard default altitude and taking off here and flying away and coming back. I sped through all that to save you some time. This is 5 times speed, and there's the landing, and it makes an adjustment, and it's sort of on the tail, I think, and I was impressed with the adjustment, but it still didn't make the target. I mean, it is close. Certainly, many people would call that a win or a hit. Not bad. Here's the second of the 3 from the standard default altitude. I think it's probably about 6 feet. I'm not sure what it is, but taking off again, flying down the river, doing a return to home, coming back. And again, I'll spit up until you get to there, and it makes a little adjustment again, perhaps, but still back on the towel again. Not quite on target. Again, close. Not terrible. Here's the third one. This time I went up a little bit higher. I didn't really sit at the height here. It looks like I did, but I was making adjustments and took off. So the basic telemetry was from the first hover spot of 6 feet. And came down here, and this one was even worse. It was going to go in the sand, and I didn't want that to happen. So I did an abort and did a hand landing, which is what you see here. It's not very impressive, but that's the kind of flying I do, I guess. So I at least got it on the pad, and but again, it was going to land probably a good 5-6 feet away. Again, not terrible, but certainly I didn't want it to land in the sand, so I dropped it here instead. Here's the first one where you go to the hover height and then take it up to about 25 feet. I think it's supposed to be 7 meters. I've heard this on other videos. I have not seen any literature on that, but 21 feet, 25 feet, 28 feet. Let it sit there and rest for a little bit so you can actually see what's going on. And then you take off and bring it back and come on down and watch this adjustment. Right there I'm worried. And look at the adjustment it made. This is all by the controller and the app and the Mavic Air 2 doing this thing. I did not make that adjustment. And I mean, we're talking bingo right there on the H. Better than my manual landing did it. That was pretty good. I was a little surprised that it was that accurate, but I want to give it some more tries. Again, up. This is the initial hover, but then I take it up. Get a little bit of a pause or rest at the top. I don't know how long you should leave it there. 3 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, somewhere in there. Just whatever seems to be good for you. Then take off, do your flying. Hit the return to home button on the app or the controller. I was using the controller. Again, watch the adjustment there. Look at that. It's nice, subtle adjustment, and you can just see it. It's coming right down on that H. Pretty impressive. A little wind there folding the towel back, and a little wind folding it back again. But again, this is the second landing, automatic, precision landing, bingo, right where it's supposed to be. So 2 out of 2 so far using the 25-foot height or so. And here's the third. not a bad day for flying. There was absolutely no breeze this day, and that certainly could affect results. If you had a breezy day, I'm not sure how well the targeting would work. I think the targeting would work, just how much the landing could process with the wind and everything like that. But this was a very calm day. I wanted to do that specifically to get good results, unaffected results. Again, coming down, and you can see it makes an adjustment probably at about that 25-foot height or so, and brings it right back down onto the H. And there you go. Actually, since these are quadcopters or drones, instead of H's, that should be either a Q or a D, shouldn't it? Hadn't thought about that. At any rate, here we go, the last one. Taking it up. Get the pause at the altitude. And then bringing it back. Watch the adjustment here. Again, it looks like it's a little off, but nope, it moves it right on over. Drops it on down. And bingo. 4 out of 4 on the H, on the pad. I think that's pretty impressive and pretty conclusive in my view.
Okay, well, as you can see, the takeoffs from the regular altitude of 6 feet, the hover altitude, default if you will, were okay. They didn't quite hit the mat. 2 were close, and 1 I had to abort because it was going to land on the sand, and I didn't want that to happen. So I had to do that by hand and land it myself. But all 4, every single one of the 4, taken off from the 25-foot height. So launch the aircraft, raise to 25 feet, let it sit there for several seconds, take off, fly away, and then do a return to home. All 4 of them landed precisely on the pad. I think that's pretty impressive. Now I did set up a unique spot here with the landing pad with a towel with a lot of contrast, so we had a good target base. If you're just in plain grass or something that's not very distinctive, I'm sure it'd have a little bit more trouble doing that. But it worked pretty good. I was quite impressed, and from now on, when I take off, I'm going to go up to my 25 feet and launch from there and fly my flight paths and what have you. If I'm using the pad and so on, as opposed to hand launch and hand catch. So anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you found it interesting. Please post any comments below. Take care.